Hey, it's me, Dr. G, and welcome back to Friday Morning Rounds. Since the tragic passing of Black Panther actor Chadwick Boseman last week, I've had frank discussions with many of my patients and even reached out to some of my trusted gastroenterologists about colorectal cancer awareness and screening. Mr. Boseman's death undoubtedly sent shockwaves throughout the world of entertainment, but in the world of medicine, many of my physician colleagues and I have seen this story before. A young person succumbing to a disease way too early. 20 years ago, I was a first-year medical student at Loyola Stritch School of Medicine, and it was there that I began to witness firsthand the devastation that cancer inflicts upon families and their loved ones. Since that time, I've made it my mission to teach my patients about all forms of cancer education, screening, prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. Check out my website, Facebook page, and YouTube channel for all of my #CancerSucks episodes. It seems that each time a celebrity passes from cancer, there is a heightened public consciousness, albeit short-lived. If this tragedy is transformed into an opportunity to create or increase awareness in others, then this may be the healing that is sorely needed. Having more honest and open conversations about cancer on a daily basis in order to improve screening, diagnosis, and treatment for everyone is absolutely critical. As a physician, I strive to provide healthcare equity and access for all, but Mr. Boseman's death underscores a troubling racial disparity that more of us need to know about. Colon cancer kills Black Americans at a higher rate than any other race in America. According to the American Cancer Society, colorectal cancer is the third most common cancer among African Americans, and in 2019 was responsible for 10% of all deaths among Black Americans. Furthermore, when Black Americans are diagnosed with colorectal cancer, they are often diagnosed once their cancer has reached a more advanced stage than their white counterparts, which means shorter survival after diagnosis. Thus, it is no surprise that the death rate from colorectal cancer is higher in Black Americans than in any other race in the entire country. But why? Simply put, it comes down to health disparities, socioeconomic factors, and genetics, along with an anatomic location of the cancer itself. A health disparity refers to a higher burden of illness, injury, disability, or mortality experienced by one group relative to another. Contrast this with health equity, which means that everyone has an equal opportunity to live a long and healthy life. Social determinants of health disparities include discrimination in systems meant to protect health and well-being, such as healthcare, housing, education, criminal justice, and finance. Healthcare access and utilization are other areas of concern, given that Black Americans are more likely to be uninsured than non-Hispanic whites. Additional factors such as lack of transportation and childcare, the ability to take time off from work, and even historical distrust in government and healthcare systems, see the Tuskegee Study of untreated syphilis in the African American male, and uninformed consent to sterilization as a prime example, also play a role. Finally, the educational, income, and wealth gap inequalities that disproportionately affect Black Americans contribute to the socioeconomic factor. Low socioeconomic status correlates with decreased opportunities to obtain cancer screening. If you can't screen people for colorectal cancer, then the chances of diagnosing it early in the process goes down too. Finally, it appears that genetic and anatomical location-based factors play a role. Researchers are looking at early mutations in the BRAF gene in Black Americans, which can result in the development of right-sided tumors. Screening colonoscopy, which evaluates the entire colon, remains the gold standard in medicine, and more Black Americans need to undergo this procedure. We are not going to end health disparities as they relate to colorectal cancer in disadvantaged populations just by listening to my video blog, but I do think that we can honor the passing of King T'Challa by encouraging people to have honest conversations with their doctors to determine their colorectal cancer risk and to see if screening for this diagnosis is appropriate. Wakanda forever, and peace out.